Okay. Now, there's always something for state lawmakers to try and regulate. Food, streets, the internet, porn actors wearing condoms. There's a petition going around attempting to do just that. AIDS healthcare officials want California to force porn actors to wear condoms. Cal OSHA said they'll consider regulating it. Is this an issue that the state needs to get involved with, Charlotte?
No, I definitely don't think so. I think there's certain professions out there that are buyer beware careers, like going and being a police officer or a lion tamer or going into the military. I think you have a problem with enforcement here. Are you going to take the 3,000 soon-to-be laid-off city employees and put them in front of television sets and say, we're going to pay you to watch porno movies to see if actors are wearing condoms? I think that's ridiculous. I think that it's too intrusive. It's government in the bedroom. And I also think that there aren't any statistics that prove that adult stars really get AIDS at any greater rate than anyone else. So I just think it's unwarranted.
Well, you would think, though, that they would have more of an opportunity to contract AIDS, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. But the statistics say that there isn't any greater risk. There is a greater risk of sexually transmitted diseases. I think they get 20% more than the average person, but not with AIDS. So, if you go into that profession, hey, you got to expect that.
Jack, what do you think?
Look, I thought Charlotte's answer was great, especially the line about buyer beware and going into that business. But look, buyer beware. If you run for state office, Rome is burning, okay? The state budget is a disaster. The state is a disaster. Focus on something important. Now, why do legislators focus on this? Because people such as you are going to put them on TV. Thankfully, you didn't mention the name of whoever the legislator is who wants to do this, but that's why they do this. They get attention. But it's absolutely not why anyone sent them to Sacramento.
So neither one of you believe that this is necessary and that if you're in that chosen field of endeavor, you take care of yourself.
Let me put it this way, okay? If you solve the 100 critical problems in the state that are in front of this one in criticality, then get to this as number 101. But that's where it is on the list of priorities.
All right, well put. Now, you talk about priorities and problems. Here we go. Let's see if we can solve this one. Every night, our local television airways are flooded with news. Every station in L.A. does it. A new USC study suggests no one's doing it right. According to a study, in a 30-minute newscast, more time is spent on weather and sports than real issues. According to the study, a lot of crime covered and very little politics. As you can imagine, the study was not complimentary. This type of study is always thought-provoking, but oftentimes flawed. They looked at 30-minute newscasts. In an hour newscast, it may be produced differently. Nonetheless, what do people want? It's easy to say it's all bad, and if that's the case, go ahead, Jack. How do you fix it?
I think the issue is just for the news departments to ask themselves, what business are you in? Are you in the news business or the entertainment business? And the answer usually has been that they're in the entertainment business. If you're in the news business, you would provide a different product. Now, having said that, I actually don't point the finger of blame at local television news. What the real crime that's occurred in our community is the decline of the LA Times, which has been largely self-inflicted, the result of both bad business decisions and horrendous editorial decisions. Net result is we are a city without a newspaper that moors us together. The newspaper continues to collapse. And without a newspaper, I don't think that there really is sort of a structure, a skeleton for the rest of you to build upon.
Isn't it safe to say all newspapers are collapsing at this time?
Well, the LA Times has certainly gone, it was starting from a low perch, and it has burrowed itself further down than most have, much more quickly.
Charlotte?
Well, I think that local news would do very well if it followed a model like The Filter, frankly, and had a little bit of opinion and a little bit of activism. I personally like cable news. I like talk radio. Talk radio is kind of like a town hall meeting, the new town hall meeting where people can learn about legislative issues, learn about local government. They can call in, they can email their legislators, they can go to rallies. And I think that if it was more of that kind of a model, it would do better. But I don't think that Los Angeles is any worse than any other city in this country. And about a month ago, I was in Las Vegas, and I could not watch cable news. So I had to watch their local news. And it was horrendous. The anchors, I swear, for 5 minutes talked about what they had the night before for dinner. And there were important things going on in Vegas. I went to the clown convention, and they didn't cover that. And I went to the blind bowlers competition, and they didn't cover that either. So
Hey,
there were
Fred,
things going
Fred.
on.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
Fred,
Jack.
just for the record,
Yeah.
I had chin chin last night for dinner.
Yeah, and I had Ty a few minutes ago before we came on, so now we got it all settled. All right, Charlotte, Jack, nice job. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, guys, are you looking for a wife or are you looking for a servant?
If you're so smart, prove it. Contact NBC Filter on Twitter or Facebook, or send an email to thefilter@nbcuni.com. We care what you think, but if we don't like it, we'll filter you.